Greetings all, and welcome to my channel. My name's Raine, and in today's video I will be experimenting with my art style with the characters from Mouthwashing. Onward to the experiments. Okay, so to start this video out, I wanted to draw a Daisuke, and my first experiment was actually going to be like trying my best to replicate like watercolor vibes, which you're gonna see it doesn't really look like watercolor art when I'm done, but I do like how it kind of ended up pastel. By the end, I just like put like some filters over it, and I used some different blending tools, different I think painting tools. Yeah, I was testing out a lot of different like of my downloaded materials in Clip.io paint for this video. Actually, I experimented with a lot of my different downloaded materials, and honestly this video it's just an excuse to draw mouthwashing characters because I didn't know what else video concept I could have done for mouthwashing characters, so I decided I'm not really that into my art style right now, so I might as well experiment with these characters. So that's my excuse for drawing mouthwashing characters, and you'll see I end up like taking new things out of this for my art style, out of these experiments, but I feel like I didn't really do my experiments correctly because I feel like my art style didn't change like at all from this experiment. I think I draw eyes a little bit differently, or that's it. But you'll see in the like reference side of the video, I am referencing things like Metaphor, great game by the way, play it right now, and like old like video game concept art in general, like very whimsical video game art. Definitely like older ones definitely used more watercolor vibes, and Metaphor kind of uses that, so I use that as reference as well, like I mentioned. And I just wanted to try just something different because I've just been racking my brain, like why am I not satisfied with my art style? I might as well just try replicating some design elements of other art styles in my own art style to see if I can find some changes that would be nice. Oh, actually no, wait. One thing that I did end up taking from this was like, I guess lowlights, not lowlights, but like kind of like the shadows you see, like for example on Daisuke's like hair, there's like blue, I want to say lowlights, I think lowlights is the word, but I might be wrong. I put like blue shadows in certain spots, and I feel like that was something I took from at least this one experiment. I did get something from this one, and honestly I think this one's probably my favorite from the experiment, which is kind of sad because I spent so much time on my Anya one and I hate it. But actually let me talk about mouthwashing a bit, since I'm here already. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I don't want to spoil too much. There is going to be kind of spoilers in the art, but I'm just going to say my like opinions on characters. I don't have the strongest opinion on Swansea, but I just think Daisuke is cute. Anya is adorable. I love her. I didn't even know she was based off of I forgot her name, the Shining lady. That's horrible to call her that. I know the actress Shelley Duvall. I love Shelley Duvall. I guess that she was based off of her, and I was so right because I went to the wiki and it said that. I was like, yes, I'm smart for once. Yes. But yeah, I like Daisuke because he's just a silly guy, and I feel like that's why a lot of people like Daisuke, for such a like intense psychological horror. He's very like I don't know, he's just like the light in the path of the horror, you know. So is Anya, and in a way, I really like Curly. He's, I might talk about him later more, but yeah, he's a very gray area character with how he acts in the story, but I quite like him. But yeah, I've been rambling about Daisuke, so maybe we should get into Anya, because I was mentioning her more than Daisuke. Just the summary is Daisuke is epic, okay? I think he would like that description of himself. But yeah, the watercolor effect, it was kind of accomplished, but I did take some new things from it, so the experiment was slightly successful. Let's get into the next experiment with Anya that's not as successful. Okay, experiment number 2, yippee, the one that I don't like so much because I didn't really learn anything. So this experiment was more for my painterly art style you've seen before in my John Marie video. I just wanted to improve it a little bit, and I think I went backwards in progression with this. I was trying to reference this manga's art style, Innocent Rouge, I think it's called. I referenced that, one of the covers for it, because I just wanted my biggest issue with my painterly art style is that I'm not delicate enough with it. I feel like, I mean, that's my issue with both of my art styles, honestly. I'm very chunky with it, not enough detail to it. I don't know what my issue with my art style is, but I wanted to tackle it because Innocent Rouge is the definition of delicate with its art style, especially the manga panels. It might appear here, but it's just so I don't know how to say it. It's just very soft feeling, elegant, and I just wanted my art style to kind of reflect that. I do think that she ended up pretty cute, but I feel like she's just really blocky still, and I still have issues with contrast and lighting and shadows, so that's another thing that kind of prevented this piece from coming out how I wanted it to. I mostly applied it to the eyes and the hair, though. I could have also applied the delicateness to the outfit. That probably would have made me like this piece a lot more, but I don't know. I just made it very chunky. I was so done with this piece, I guess, so I made it very chunky anyways on the outfit, which I wish I didn't. But honestly, even though I didn't like how this came out, it did help me draw eyes a lot more delicately. If I just isolated her eye in this piece, I would probably be very proud of it because I worked so hard on it, because I've always felt like my eyes felt kind of soulless, but the eye I did here was very nice. I feel like it doesn't really look the best on her face because I didn't do the side profile correctly either. But yeah, I think the eye itself is really nice, but it just ended up feeling not soft in the end. It's so rough and jagged, and it was a satisfying process but not a satisfying result. But yeah, the main thing I did take away from this was the eye part, because I kind of am going to be even in my more line arty, cartoony art style, I'm going to be trying my best to make my eyes a lot more delicate, because that was always my issue with my art style. It's so stiff, and I wish it wasn't. It's not even stiff in the posing. I think I'm pretty good at posing. It's just I don't know, something about it it feels clunky, my art style. I wish it didn't, but I mean, what can I do? I don't know. I just keep experimenting, but I feel like if I keep experimenting, art style, I'm just gonna get more frustrated, you know, with my art style, because I don't take enough out of these experiments for my art style to change enough, and I wish I did, because there's like parts of my experiments that I do that just make me frustrated, so I end up not wanting to do them again. Like, the hair part of this was dreadful and I hated it. And I don't even think the hair came out that great. In the end, like, it just felt so, like, clunky, you know, like, and I did end up taking, like, I did a little extra study outside of this, piece for Arcane, because Arcane came back. I love it. I might do a video gushing about that. If you do like me talking about just shows and media and video games, I might do more videos like that. Just let me know if this video reaches anybody. Hello, I exist, and I'm trying my best to be a YouTuber, so don't judge me too hard. But I went on a tangent. What was I even talking about? This came out very clunky, but I think that's what I was talking about. I do like how I did the lighting, though. I think the lighting, I feel like the lighting was like the biggest thing that I took out of like both the Daisuke and Anya experiments. Just very, very satisfying lighting. And I don't like doing lighting. I mean, the face's lighting I don't think matches too well with the body's lighting, which sucks, but the lighting of the outfit, oh my gosh, I really like how that came out. But it just feels like it's not cohesive enough, and that's so frustrating to me, because this one took the longest out of all three of them, and it just makes me so upset. But anyway, Anya, my sweet baby, she's just so precious. I love her. I do plan on playing Mouthwashing myself, but I did watch Jay from the Cub Scouts play it. I've been watching him for years, I think since before I was in middle school. I love him so much, and he's honestly one of my favorite YouTubers, and I don't think I'll ever stop watching him. He's one of the oldest YouTubers I've been watching, next to like LD Shadow Lady, and I think Markiplier is also one of the oldest YouTubers that I've been watching, like the longest I've been watching YouTubers. LD Shadow Lady is the longest one, because I was watching her in like 4th grade, 3rd or 4th grade, I believe. I just love, no, yeah, I think 3rd grade. 3rd grade. And I just, like, there's something so nostalgic about, like, Jay's videos and LD Shadley's videos and Mark's videos that I don't think I'll ever stop watching them unless they stop posting. But I loved his playthrough so much. There were parts that I ended up, like, missing from the story. That's why I want to play the game myself. I'm not going to give too many opinions on it right now, because like I said, I'm not going to try and spoil it, but I just love Jay's perspective, because he's so funny, and then he tends to, like, do that, like, his take on it, like, take on things at the end, and he's, like, very serious about it, and I love that about him, like, the most serious, unserious man in the world, and I just love him for it. That sounds so parasocial of me, but whatever. I just love Jay's video on it, because he had a very mature perspective on it, and I just, like, he actually got it. He got the story, and I'm so happy that he did. Oh, and I'm not gonna say Jambalaya name in this, because bro does not deserve to be talked about. But Anya, I wish I could protect her with everything that I have. Like, I would protect her, and I would save her from anything if I could, but that's not possible, because she's a video game character. I don't even know what I'm going in about anymore, but I do think that this experiment was worth it. Like, it was worth it. And I gotta stop being so hard on myself, because I was able to at least get a more delicate eye drawing style out of this. So I gotta look on the bright side. I did get something from it, and it was mostly just the eye stuff and slightly lighting for this piece. And I mean, I guess our experiment was slightly successful. Let's go on to the other one that I'm kind of indifferent about, but hopefully it doesn't look too bad to you. On to Curly. Okay, so for Curly, I referenced this old pinup. I think it's at some point in the video it shows the name, because I took a screenshot with the name next to it, but I can't remember the artist's name. But I think it was like a maybe a 1930s pinup. I just really liked how the lighting was done here, so soft but very contrasty, so I wanted to replicate that. And I also liked how delicate the line art was, very simplistic, not too many lines, so I tried to limit my lines for this, even though I feel like I ended up just making it look like too simplistic, like compared to my sketch that had way more like fold lines. It felt a little bit weird and made it kind of stiff, but that was like one of the main things that I wanted to take from it too, besides the lighting. So I did less lines for his outfit, more delicate lines, took like slower or longer strokes for each line so that they're nice and smooth. And for the lighting, this is where I said, I think I mentioned, yeah, it ended up, no, actually I didn't mention this. No, I didn't mention it. I feel like it ended up looking like an amateur, like airbrushing like shadows, like I don't know, the shadows just, it looks like I airbrushed it, even though you're gonna see I ended up like, I used the blur tool and the blend tool, I think, just default tools in Clip Studio Paint, and I swear it looks like I airbrushed the shadows in the end, and I feel like that I could have done more to make it look less sloppy. I wish that I could have replicated that beautiful look of that pinup, but I could not. So you're gonna see that it kind of, I feel like it kind of looks sloppy in the end, but I love the colors. Don't get me wrong, the colors came out nice for this, but I didn't even apply those like lighting techniques that I kind of learned from the Daisuke and Anya piece either. So I kind of just didn't learn much from this one. I feel like I learned the least from this experiment, just because the lighting came out so wrong, but it was still worth a shot. It was still worth a shot. At least I tried. I attempted to do something new with my shading, but it failed. But to Curly, I wanted to talk about him. He's a very gray area character with what he does in the game, but I just find him very intriguing, you know. That's my kind of opinion on him. Of course, he let me just say something, he's hot. That's all I gotta say. He is. I can't deny it. So gray area or not, he's very attractive to me. But I liked him. I liked him as a character. It was very interesting what happened to him and the events in the story. Ideally, you will be watching this after you watch gameplay or play Mouthwashing, but just to not try and spoil anything, it probably could have been prevented by Curly at multiple points in time. So Curly, bro, you should have done something. Everything would have been fixed if Curly did something about a certain person. Really trying to spoil it. I'm really trying my best. Oh, but you can kind of see the lighting at this point in the speed paint. Like, I feel like it looked nice if you look close, but from afar, it looks almost blurry. Like I said, like I airbrushed it, and that's so unfortunate. I even like colored the line art, as you can see, to like try and make it look softer, because the line art is red in the reference piece, and the only thing that's black is the eyelashes. So I colored the line art. I just wanted to look really soft, but it just ended up looking like it was airbrushed. So I didn't get too much from this experiment, but I hope you guys enjoyed my talking about me experimenting with my art style, because like I said, I've been drawing for so long, but I am very like, I don't know how to say, I'm just not very confident in my art style just yet. So even with my experiments, even with my experience, I'm just not confident in my art style, because I always compare myself to others, and it makes me want to improve all the time, but then it also makes me not confident in my art style all the time. So there's downsides and upsides to that lack of confidence. I mean, it's not good to be like insecure, but it's good that I want to experiment because of my insecurities, and I get to evolve eventually. It'll take me a while. That's why I don't get instant gratification from these experiments, but ideally the outcome will be over the long term, and I eventually will get to a point where I'm really confident in my art style. But I don't think I will ever be 100% like in love with my art, and that's just something I have to accept, and that's a part of the artist journey, you know. So that's my wisdom for today, even though I am the last person you should be listening to for wisdom, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna show the characters all together in the outro. So I hope you enjoyed this experimentation. Now here are all of the finished drawings of today's video sliding on by. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. I just joined Blue Sky under the same username as my channel, and I've been posting a lot of my old and new art there, so check it out if you'd like. Stick around and you'll be able to see many more of my designs. Until next time, farewell. Hello, Chi here, back again a month later. Yeah. Sorry that I took a break. Life is hard even though I don't do anything at all, ever. Yes. Depression is great. Let's go. No, it's not. Do not take me out of context there. It sucks. But I'm doing much better now, and I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling about mouthwashing, my rambling about my experimenting with my art style. I just wanted you guys to get some insight on how I feel about my art style, even though I do mention it a lot in my videos. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.